Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's Sunday.
It is.
Right there. Today, Paul and Barnabas separate. Acts chapter 15, starting at verse 36. After some time, Paul said to Barnabas, "Let's go back and visit each city where we previously preached the word of the Lord to see how the new believers are doing." Barnabas agreed and wanted to take along John Mark, but Paul disagreed strongly since John Mark had deserted them in Pamphylia, and had not continued with them in their work. Their disagreement was so sharp that they separated. Barnabas took John Mark with him and sailed for Cyprus. Paul chose Silas, and as he left, the believers entrusted him to the Lord's gracious care. Then he traveled throughout Syria and Cilicia, strengthening the churches there. Now the commentary. Paul and Barnabas disagreed sharply over Mark. Paul didn't want to take him along because he had left them earlier, Acts chapter 13, verse 13. Disagreement caused the two great preachers to form two teams, opening up two missionary endeavors instead of one. God works even through conflict and disagreements. Later, Mark became vital to Paul's ministry, Colossians chapter 4, verse 10. Christians do not always agree, but problems often can be solved by agreeing to disagree and letting God's work his will. Paul's second missionary journey, this time with Silas as his co-worker, began approximately 3 years after his first one ended. The two visited many of the cities covered on Paul's first journey, plus others. This journey laid the groundwork for the church in Greece. Silas had been involved in the Jerusalem Council and had been one of the two men chosen to represent the Jerusalem church by taking the letter and decision back to Antioch, Acts chapter 15, verse 22. Paul, from the Antioch church, chose Silas from the Jerusalem church, and they traveled together to many cities to spread the good news. This teamwork demonstrated the church's unity after the decision at the Jerusalem Council. All right.
And yeah, God can use our mess ups and our human disagreements.
Yeah.
To further His message.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, He wants unity, but
right.
He understands who we are, and He's already planned for that, and
right.
It's not like His will gets changed in some way by us disagreeing with others. So just everything carries on the way He wants it to, and it's all to His glory and will.
Yeah.
Okay, hope everybody has a glorious day, and we'll talk to you later.